How are we all doing today? I'm actually in my dream car right now. It's not like the best looking car. It's just extremely technologically advanced, unlike the Amish. But it's a dope car. It's got a 5-liter V12 and it's pretty loud in real life when it's completely stock. So I like that. I do like that. I do like that. It does not rev very well in real life. In the game, I've put a camshaft on to give it an extra, I think it was like 700 revs, which isn't bad. But everything else is stock. It's got everything. I mean, I lowered the weight and put on fancy tires and all that stuff. The engine's the exact same, except for the camshaft. Camshaft just lets me go higher top speed. Anyways, I'm recording today because today is the last day. In about 4 hours, I will be packing up my Xbox and my TV and putting them all away, and then I'll be headed to Utah, where I learn the Spanish language for about 6 to 8 weeks. I've been told. My dad thinks it's 8 weeks, and I think it's 6 weeks. Didn't need a downshift there. Should have downshifted earlier, but whatever. Okay. So that is going to be interesting, that whole moving thing. And then also I'm learning the Spanish language because I'm going to Argentina. So that's fun. They do speak Spanish in Argentina. Okay, I can't turn. This guy's kicking my butt. I just cannot keep up with him. Michael, you suck. So I'm just going to tell you guys the misadventures of me and Ian and me and Kyle and some stuff that we did together. So I'm going to start this off. They're not going to be sequential. When I turned 18, we did a bowling party, or my family threw a bowling party for me, and I invited 7 or 8 friends to go midnight bowling, which was like bowling with like smoke machines and music and strobe lights and whatever. So that was fun. I had a ton of fun. But there was a basketball machine where, you got a minute to shoot, and then after 40 seconds, the last 20 seconds were double points, or maybe it was, every shot was 2 points, but during those last 20 seconds, every shot was 3 points. So me and Kyle and Ian, we were all there, and the other guys were, behind us doing something, hanging out. And so we decided we'd hop on that. Can I go down here? What is it?
Recalculating route in 200 yards.
So I hate you, man. You keep on beating me. You beat me last game. I think I actually ended up winning.
One of Horizon's top drivers is nearby.
Oh, I need to.
I've marked their position on your GPS.
I need credits. I spend too much credit.
Turn right. In 100 yards, turn left.
Unfortunately, this car's not actually that fast either, so this is me. Oh, I got this. This is a Hyundai Genesis. So we decided we were going to beat the high score. The high score didn't seem like all that high.
In 100 yards.
It was like 140 or something like that. And we ended up, we spent about $10, I'd say. There were 2 machines right next to each other. And they were both fairly low scores. I think they were done by a single person. I pressed the beat. There we go. That was a delayed shift. But it was like 50 cents or maybe $1 to play each time. And the first time we did it, we actually beat the high score. So we would have me and Ian, we would be standing on the side of the machine, picking up balls, because we were both tall. I think this game was meant for probably younger people. And we'd be standing on the side and just picking up balls and kind of just doing layups, or almost like standing dunks. No jump either. We just kind of picked up the ball and kind of just threw it down. So we were doing that, and then Kyle was picking up balls that Kyle was our, not our last resort, but he was the the scrapper, if you will. Like, if me and Ian had both picked picked up a ball. Yeah, picked up a ball, and there was still 1 or 2 down in the
Pay attention to the
the basin, if you will.
higher difficulty.
He'd take that and take a regular shot. He's a pretty good shot. That was a tough. There we go. That was interesting. So that's how it went. The first time we beat the high score by we got about 210, and that was all right. We felt that we could do better. We decided to change our strategy a little bit. Sorry, I should say the first time we did it, we were standing on the sides shooting, and then we were like, well, here's a better idea. What if we just did like layups each time? So we changed our shooting method to our layup method, which was much faster. We shot so many more, and sometimes if we threw it down hard enough, the ball would bounce and we could pick it up right after we shot it. It's hard to explain, but just imagine DeAndre Jordan slam dunking the ball so hard that the ball bounced back up into his hands. Okay? I don't think that's that hard to believe. DeAndre Jordan's a boss. So that's what we did. We would do it like that. Better slow down.
400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Better slow down again. Okay, here we go.
In 100
No need to focus anymore. Not really needing to focus there anyways. So the first time we beat the high score, but we thought we could do better, so we spent more money on it, and we got, a little bit better, then a little bit better, and then we got a really good score.
have arrived at your destination.
Press the back button. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, I was setting that for the credit guy. Dang it, that was a waste.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
The credit guy? What do you mean the credit guy? He gives me a loan on all the cars I buy.
100 yards, turn left.
So we ended up getting the high score, and then we tried again, and we did not get that. We couldn't beat that score, and then we tried again, and we couldn't beat that score. So we gave up on that machine, and we moved on to the next machine, to where we got a higher score than that other machine.
Turn right.
So we went back to the other machine and tried to beat that high score, and we couldn't. So we called it quits, but it was pretty dope having the high score. Excuse me. Crap. If I'm hiccuping this entire video, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, I swallowed a hiccup that time. Okay, so that was a ton of fun. That was,
Right.
I don't know if it may not sound like a ton of fun, but that was the highlight of my birthday party, and I got the highest bowl score, the second game. Some people go to X bowling to dance and have a party, but I went to X bowling to to bowl with music.
You have arrived.
That's something you never get if you just go bowling. Like, you have to bring your own headphones and plug them in. And plus the music was, it was like hip hop and pop. I don't think he did any rap. Maybe a little Tyga, if you would consider that rap. I don't know if I would. Crap, I have physical therapy today. So, don't do. Not that matters. I just want to start, and I don't want to change my. So, yeah, that was a really fun birthday party. Stop yawning. Should have picked an all-wheel drive car if I had one. I don't know if I did. These are always interesting with rear-wheel drive. Yeah, it's very. It'll die. It's about to die. Do a little braking action. Shift when I didn't need to. It's okay. So another adventure of this would be me and Kyle, not so much Ian. Did Ian play Modern? Yes, Ian played Modern Warfare 3, but after the game was pretty dead. Not pretty dead, it was still active. But me and Kyle didn't do this anymore. So me and Kyle, it'd be Friday night. I was 3rd or 4th prestige in Modern Warfare 3. And my parents, they always gave me a $20 bill. And I was like, yeah, wow, I could really get a ton of food for this. So you know what I did? Me and Kyle would go to Little Caesars, that's the name. And we would buy the I don't know if it's $20 or $25. We just pooled in for the extra little bit. We'd buy that meal deal where it's like 4 pizzas and breadsticks and soda, and it was just so much food. And we gave some to Kyle's dad and Kyle's mom, and it was a lot of food. And Little Caesars is really cheap, and it's also, I'm not gonna say it's the best quality. I'd say it's probably the worst quality pizza. But if you get it like me and Kyle did, which would be, we'd get cheese pizzas with no sauce. And then we'd take it home and put garlic butter on top of the cheese. Maybe that was me. I don't know if Kyle did that. But anyways, we did that, so we had garlic cheese bread. Super duper good. I mean, that was really what I enjoyed from Little Caesars. You know, the pepperoni was fine. We may do pepperoni with no cheese or no sauce. Definitely cheese. Definitely cheese. There was cheese in there. No sauce. The sauce ruins it for pizza sometimes. Like, some sauce is good, but once you start putting on too much sauce, it kills the pizza for me. So we just did no sauce because sometimes they piled on the sauce, and I'm not all about piling on the sauce. Sorry, I had to check my phone, make sure I still had physical therapy and he wasn't just trolling me. He is my physical therapist assistant. So that was a lot of fun. We also would take, I don't really have any pictures. I loved Epic Mealtime. I don't know if Kyle ever really watched their videos, but I loved Epic Mealtime. That was their channel about 2 years ago when they first, like, the fast food lasagna was released when me and Kyle used to hang out a lot. And so I really wanted to do that, but Kyle didn't want to spend any money on it, so I kind of caved in because it was a 2-person thing. Like, why would I make a fast food lasagna for myself? We weren't gonna make it to the scale that they did. Okay, mate, focus. But we were gonna go get like 8 or 10 McDoubles, maybe some McChickens, and like do it in a 9x13 pan. And it'd be dope. I thought it'd be dope. Maybe use spaghetti sauce. Some people thought spaghetti sauce would be gross. Conrad thought spaghetti sauce with pizza or with burgers would be gross. It's a lasagna. But anyways, one weekend, you know, basically every single weekend I'd ask my parents for money to buy food, to buy like dinner for Friday night. And they'd always give me a $20 bill. So what we went and bought about 4 packages of bacon that were on sale. We got like the farmland kind of bacon, but they had like big packages of it because they have the normal 1 pound and they have like a 2 or 3 pound package. Bought a couple of those, and we did a Epic Mealtime bacon weave, which was pretty dope. So that was a lot of fun. We made our own pizzas. I think we did that. Did we do that after Little Caesars, or did we do that before Little Caesars and then found out that Little Caesars does exactly what we do, but for a lot less? Probably we did it before Little Caesars and then found out that Little Caesars does it better than us. But we would take bibliogi, crusts, and then we'd take mozzarella cheese, and I would put down like garlic sauce on the base instead of pizza sauce, and then we'd put down cheese. And then we'd either do pepperoni or bacon or Canadian bacon or ham, because Canadian bacon and ham are the same thing, basically. And, dude, Brute Beetle, Michael, you suck. Okay, no, I suck. So anyways, we did that. That was a ton of fun, making our own pizzas. But then what we'd do is we'd cook that one, and we'd cook it about half-ish way. And then we'd take it out, and we'd put in an exact replica of that, you know, same story, second verse. And then we'd cook that about a little over half. No, actually, we wouldn't cook that at all. What we'd do is take that one and then put it on top of the one we just cooked. Unfortunately, I was trying to show that with my fingers, and then my finger grabbed my left stick. I was trying to, like, do hand motions with my hands, but my hands are in the controller space, so... We'd make a double-decker pizza, but we'd cook the bottom one. We would actually cook the bottom one some because it doesn't, you know, it was bake, not broil. So it didn't really get any love. As much, it didn't get as much love as the top. So we wanted the top to cook as least amount as possible. So we cooked the bottom one as some. We cooked it some.
Okay, well,
So
another win.
that is what we did, and we'd have a double-decker pizza. I may or may not have it. I cooked one in college, and I know I took pictures of it. So it's not like exactly what we would have done, but it was very, very good. Mozzarella cheese and garlic, very good. Very, 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 very good. I don't know what that is. So that was one thing that me and Kyle did. Let me think of something me and Ian did. I spent most of my weekends with Kyle, and Ian was usually hanging out with
All right,
Madison.
that's it for this road trip.
Not that I have anything against that,
We'll kick off the awards party.
but sometimes we would just never hang out, and it was kind of it was a bummer. We hung out a lot senior year, but 10th and 11th grade we never really hung out. I don't know why I'm getting so depressed about that. I feel like for that reason Kyle's a better friend to me. Probably shouldn't include that in the video, or just include it and pull off my, hey, I'm 100% honest. Emily Kinney Vivo. So that's like a YouTube channel, but for some reason it's a gamer tag.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So, me and Ian, what would be something we would do? Me, Ian, and Kyle. Not a me and Ian thing. This is a me and Kyle thing. Our parents had keys, electronic keys to our church buildings, and in our church buildings, LDS church buildings all over the world probably have these, were a basketball court. It was okay, dude, get in your lane, man. Was a basketball court.
You have arrived.
So we'd ask our parents, like at 10 p.m., hey, can we borrow a key? We're going to go play basketball. Because at that time, we were pretty much guaranteed that no one was going to be in the buildings. So we'd do that, and we're going to the festival. Gosh dang. So anyways, we'd pick up a key, and we'd go, and we'd shoot hoops.
Safe to do so.
You know, that was a lot of fun. We had this half-court shot game where
In 400
each person was lined up at half court shooting at opposite baskets. You know, it was a 1v1 match of who could make a half court shot first, getting your own rebounds. It was a lot of fun, and then we'd do the best to like 3 points. So it would be me and Ian going up against each other, and then if I made it, then Ian would go sit out and Kyle would come in, and if Ian made it, I would go sit out and Kyle would come in, and then whoever made it out of Ian and Kyle, then the loser would sit, and then I'd go back in. So basically, I don't know if there's like a term for this, but the loser sat while the last loser who was sitting came back in. So it became the first to 3 points, or first to 5, or like first of 7 if we were really feeling it. Dang it, I wanted to make that Bugatti go straight into that. So that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We also did not sure if we also did that or not. Looks like I got to pick that up. Okay. I can still talk, you know, this is interesting. I don't know why that crashed like that. We did around the world. Sometimes we did 3-point competitions where we just like sat up chairs, or set up a couple of chairs, probably like 5 or 6 chairs along the 3-point line, and we'd time ourselves. We'd just make one shot at each spot, and you know, we'd rotate from one quarter of the 3 to the other quarter and then back. And we would time ourselves on that. And when you got to the opposite corner, you had to make 2 shots. Always threw me off. I'd make it, and then I'd go to the next one, and it would be like, hey, go back. And I'd be like, oh yeah, dang it. Pretty much exactly. So that was a lot of fun as well. Most successful car, VW Golf R Mark 6. Did not know that. It's a fun car, but I don't know why it's my most successful car. Dang it, controller. So that was quite a bit of fun. Basketball, we did the 3-point, we did around the world, we did 21. Favorite road trip car, not necessarily true. I did the festival. I did all the festival events, or not all the festival events. I did both Horizon Challenges, the all the way around the world map race, in that car both times. So I think that'd be. But BUTT, oh god, I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I should not be playing Xbox right now. It's not my turn. That's not my turn. My turn. So, where was I? I was just trying to list off fun things that we all did. Me and Ian would always watch. Let's see. We did movies together. We did. What else did we do? It's kind of depressing that I can't think of stuff that we did. Like during the summer, my senior year summer, when we were both heading off to college, he and I would hang out. I mean, it seemed like almost every day we'd hang out. But what we did was NBA 2K, watched movies or episodes of stuff, and like Top Gear. We always watched. Ian's dad had a iTunes. I think you can buy like iTunes.
Take the third exit.
What am I looking for? Subscription to TV shows, if that makes sense. So he had the subscription of Top Gear, so he got the new episodes like the day after or the same day that it came out.
Turn right.
So instead of waiting like 2 years for it to pop up on Netflix, I was able to watch it then. That was a lot of fun. I love the new Top Gears are the best. Probably one of my favorite ones have been when they take cars and they play sports with them. So that's one like the Kia C''D. They played rugby, I think, with it, and then they played soccer as well.
You have arrived at your destination.
I don't know why my car kept on sliding. My hand was on the brake. I was going to say my foot was on the brake, but that's not my controller. So we would do that. We would usually buy Domino's. We cooked some. I don't know if Ian's mom liked us cooking. I love to cook, just for the record, totally random.
In 400
Like me and Kyle would cook. Kyle's a decent cook. Kyle, don't be offended, but you're a decent cook, you know, not bad. And I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm a better cook than Ian, because
turn right.
I did a lot of cooking my second semester. My first semester, Ian was pushing for a lot of cooking, and I was like, I kind of don't want to cook. Like we made pork chops one day, and then we made steak, you know, another week, and I made chicken basically every single day in my second semester of college because it was pretty cheap and pretty filling, and I had the hickory brown sugar, hickory and brown sugar, Sweet Baby Ray's sauce. That stuff is addicting, and I was addicted. So dang, this car's eating up other cars.
Turn.
Stop saying Well, I gather my thoughts every time I say Every time I say what's going through my brain is, okay, what did I say last, and what am I gonna pick up at?
Right.
So that's why I say So just kidding, I did that one.
Turn right.
Whoa, okay, correct, thank you. Anyways, there you go, there's a new one for all y'all. Oh, trading paint action. Ooh, my car's Shrek'd. See, now I gotta try and remember what I was just talking about. Let me come again. Vita Bug. Nice, got 100 grand from Dad. I do like 100 grand. Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just kidding, you couldn't have asked because that's impossible. continuing up my adventures. Okay, why are you guys rear-ending me? Do you guys have all-wheel drive? Do you guys have something that I don't have? Because you guys are going way faster than I am. Goodness. Anyways, at the end of me and Ian's senior year, and Kyle, we're all in the same grade, but me and Ian wanted to go to... Actually, I think I convinced Ian to go to San Antonio for our senior trip with our dads. I don't think that's really a thing anymore. I've never heard of that out of all the seniors that have graduated since then. I know it wasn't like a... My sister didn't do it. I know a lot of people who didn't do it. But anyways, we convinced both of our dads to go. My dad was already on board since we used to live in Texas, and then it was just Ian's dad, his dad didn't think that there was enough stuff to do in San Antonio for 6 days, which is how long we were there. But anyways, we ended up going. We flew down early Monday morning, and we went to Six Flags. We went to, which is just outside San Antonio, actually. Oh, there goes my chain. Dang it. Anyways, so that was actually the last day. I don't remember the order. I'm not gonna go in order of the days. You know, on Monday we did this, and on Tuesday we did this, because I just don't really remember. It was a really fun trip. I know when we first got there, we went around the river walk. That's a lot of fun. It's just super relaxing. There's no... Why were you braking? There wasn't even a line for it. But anyways, it's super relaxing, you know, it's not like you're driving in San Antonio traffic, which is actually not that bad. But anyways, if I had a nickel for every time I said but anyways and I'd be a millionaire at least. But anyways, we went to SeaWorld. That's in San Antonio. Wait, did we go to SeaWorld? No, we skipped out on SeaWorld. I went to SeaWorld with my family when we went to San Diego in April. About a year from this April. Which sucks. SeaWorld is a terrible place. It's so boring. There are kind of cool shows that they put on, but other than that, it's just... You can spend half a day there at maximum. You can't spend a full day there, and the tickets are super expensive. If you go to San Diego, go to the zoo and skip out on SeaWorld. Crap. So anyways, the first day, I don't really remember what we did the first day. See, how did my car do that? My wheel is pointing the other way. I'm feathering the trigger. Why would you do that to me? See, there you go. That's better. We went to the Alamo one day. We went to Corpus Christi. No, what is it called? Is it called Corpus Christi? Galveston? Corpus Christi? Galveston? Corpus Christi? Galveston. I think we went to Corpus Christi. That is where a U.S. naval carrier, kind of like the map called Carrier in Black Ops 2. We went to the USS Lexington, I think is what it's called. If it's not that, I'll put it up on screen right now. Anyways, we went on that. We spent a whole day there. That was a lot of fun. In my opinion. I know I had fun. We got there, like, from San Antonio to Corpus Christi. I still think that's the city name. I'm just going to go with Corpus Christi. I think it's wrong. It took us about 2 hours. And we left at like 8, got there at 10. We were on the boat until like 3 or 4. And then we had these huge, massive stuffed burgers. I don't think I have a picture. I'll have to go to Ian's Facebook page, see if I have a picture of it. And if I have a picture of it, it will already have been up now. He got a jalapeno stuffed burger, and I got a bacon stuffed burger. Those were good. Those were some mean burgers. But anyways, that's what we did one day, was go to the USS Lexington. We went to a big boat, that's what I'll say. We went to a big boat. Don't know what the name was. It was really cool. I mean, I'm interested in that kind of stuff. I know Ian was. His dad really liked it too. I don't know if he's a history kind of guy, but nonetheless. We had a ton. We had a ton of fun. Oh, I guess that kind of works vice versa. So anyways, SLR McLaren side by side. I'm trying to remember what else we did, man. I'm having the hardest time remembering what we did. Dang, this is embarrassing. I mean, I had such a fun time, but I remember moments of that me and Ian had. Me and Ian have a very interesting relationship, or friendship, not really. I don't know. I say relationship because it's more broad than friendship, because we're more like brothers, yo. We're brothers from another mother. So that's why I say relationship. I say relationship rather than friendship because it's a, especially if you're more than friends. What? Anyways. Sorry, I was focusing. Anyways, so that was fun. Me and Ian went, it was August of our senior year. Like, we had already graduated, been through the graduation thing, feathering the trigger, keep it in. That was a nice drift out. No damage done to my car. Actually, I think damaged. Anywho, we graduated in June and went in August. Maybe it was September. No, it was last week of August. And in my opinion, that was probably one of the best times of my life. I got to hang out with my friend. I got to hang out with my dad, who I have an interesting relationship with my dad as well. It's not really a good one, but I did enjoy the time I spent with my dad there. I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but ooh, good landing. Good landing. So that was really fun heading down there with Ian. Ian, I have mixed feelings towards your dad, but I don't have to talk about those in this video. So, moving right along. Another fun time of my life, an adventure time with me and Kyle and Ian, would be our junior year. Modern Warfare 3 came out 2 days ago. In this point in time. Modern Warfare 3 was 2 days old. I had just picked it up from the store. My parents had seen it, and they're like, "Oh, no rated M games," and I was like, "Yeah, right." So I didn't really believe it. For 3. Being threatened to sell it or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, that weekend, so it came out on like a Wednesday or a Tuesday. That weekend, my parents, we didn't have school Friday, so from Thursday night to Saturday, my parents, Saturday, late Saturday night, said Saturday a lot right there. My parents were taking a train to Portland from Seattle, so they needed a place for me to stay, so my parents asked Ian's parents if I could stay there, which was great, because if I had asked or if Ian had asked, I think they would have said no. No offense to your parents, Ian, I happen to know them somewhat well. Not as well as you do. They have the exact same paint job. Anyways, the 2 cars. So we somehow got strings pulled, and that ended up happening, and I brought over MW3, and we played the living testicles out of that game. Hopefully all testicles are living. I can't imagine like a jar of dead testicles. So hopefully that's not a thing. Hopefully they don't pickle testicles. They probably do. This is a disgusting topic to talk about right now. Anyways. Dang, I was stretching that gear change. Man. Feather the trigger. Oh, my car decided to gain traction. All good in the hood. So anyways, we were, the first night I think we had pizza. I think it's just the DiGiorno's, which actually I really enjoyed. Every time I had pizza at Ian's house, it was always DiGiorno's, and I actually always looked forward to that because, buying out pizza, it's expensive. It's cheaper to make it yourself, and I'd have much more fun making pizza myself. As I've said, earlier in this video, I've made pizza by myself, or for myself, or made pizza and didn't buy it from a place. There we go. I don't know why that took me so long to understand what I was trying to say. But anyways, I look forward to that because you just threw it in the oven and you waited and you didn't have to wait for the delivery time. And when the delivery guy came, you didn't have to fork over money. Granted, his parents have to buy that, and I really have to thank Ian's parents for all that they've given me. And I leave later today. I'm gonna lose this race. GG. At least I'm getting podiumed. This guy's catching up. Oh wow, he started braking. Idiot. Am I still gonna get the W for the...
All right,
Please?
that was good. Gets you some
Oh, it's not even the 4th race, it's the 3rd. Okay. So, I need to thank Ian's parents because they're... Wow. They took me to a Jim Gaffigan concert one time, and I had brought the money to pay them for it, and I had totally forgotten. It was just in my wallet because it was kind of a busy day. We left at like 4-ish in the afternoon on a Saturday, and we got home at like 11. And all we were doing was driving into Seattle and watching an hour-and-a-half show. They did buy me dinner, which was... They've been so fantastic. I love Ian's family.
In 400 yards, turn.
But anyways, I'm gonna keep mocking myself every single time I say that, and by the end of this video, I'm gonna cut probably all of them out, and just at the end of the video, I'll put them all back in. Just like 2 minutes of me saying, but anyways, So, anyways, what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, so the first night of Modern Warfare 3, and then Kyle came over too. Kyle was over that Thursday night after we finished school. And we were playing Modern Warfare 3, and we just did tons and tons of domination, and we started running support because I was like, oh, I don't care about my KD. And at the time I had like a 1.5 KD, and I was like, I'm just gonna go for kills. A KD, KD kind of ruins the game for me, which is true and not true. What makes the game fun for me, but don't want to get into Call of Duty, although I am talking about Call of Duty. It's fair. It's a fair topic. I'm trying to remember what we did. We made pizza and then we went out and bought some stuff at like a QFC. And we bought Mellow Yellow, which is the best soda. Mellow Yellow is the best soda. Tide. I like Dr. Pepper by a point more. Like literally, Dr. Pepper gets 1,000 points. And Mellow Yellow gets 999. And then I don't like Coke because it's too sugary. Which is weird to say because Mellow Yellow is also really sugary, but Coke is way too sugary. And Mellow Yellow tastes like a citrus because citrus can be sugary. Which is weird to say because if you think of citrus, it's actually sour. But citrus sodas, that's right, yeah, that just sounds weird. They need to be sugary, otherwise no one would even buy it. Because that wouldn't be all that, deliciousness. So I can't afford to lose to, I don't know who the first gamer tag was, so I gotta pay them. But I gotta beat Ian, which is actually Ian, who I'm talking about right now. Well, so anyways, we went out and bought Mellow Yellow, and we bought some veal, and I think his mom may have had the veal already, but we bought some stuff to make meatballs the next night. I don't think Kyle was planning on staying the next night. I think he stayed straight through. So basically this is what happened. Thursday night we played Xbox till about 10-ish. Sean Connery, 10-ish. And then we went, no, it was like 9 or something. It was dark outside because we went and picked up our friend Spencer. There we go. There's another name that you guys don't know, that you don't need to know, that you'll never know, but doesn't matter. Woohoo! We picked him up and we went to go pick up Patrick, my little rascal. I miss him, actually. I don't know why I miss him. I pretty much miss all of Ian's family, but whatever. Except Elena. Elena always overwatched movies, in my opinion. And then she got them stuck in my head, so... Elena, it's all your freaking fault, man. You ruined movies for me, like The Incredibles. She watched like 12 times one time when I was over there. She finished it and then restarted it. Finished it and then restarted it. And I was like, Elena, stop! Please. And then Megan was just always doing homework. I mean, literally every single time I was over, she was just doing homework. She was listening to music, doing homework, and that's about it. I mean, I don't... Anyways, we picked up Spencer, and then we went up and picked up Patrick because he was at basketball. Some like 6th grade basketball thing. And we went to the QFC before that, and then we went and picked him up, and then we came home, and then we kept on playing till about 1 or 2. And during those times, Kyle was watching Allier videos on the best class setups because we knew nothing about the game. We were still experimenting.
Sister on for now. Meet up at the hub when you're done, and we'll all head out for the next leg of the road trip.
All right, I'll do exactly that, Ben. Crap, I hit the B button. Now I gotta do this. So, Kyle was watching videos in the background, and occasionally we'd kind of get burnt out. It wasn't that bad because it'd be me and Kyle. No, I think we mixed up the teams a little bit. It would be like Spencer and me, and then Kyle and Ian, because Kyle and Sean, Kyle and me, I don't know why I said Sean like a third person. We were both good at Call of Duty, and we decided we'd split up the team, so it wasn't like me and Kyle powerhousing, and then all of a sudden it was Ian and Spencer, who... Spencer's pretty good. He's better than Ian. No offense, Ian. Ian, I love you. You know I love you. But Call of Duty is not one of your strengths, and believe me, Call of Duty not being one of your strengths, it got you the girl in the end. I think so. So, you're welcome in advance when you get married, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna get married. Huge bummer. Let me get my... Gotta get my elbow ready for my injection. Of course it's gonna start to rain right now. Not in the game, outside. Confuse all y'all.
All right, the champs made the call.
Let's see.
This road trip's heading to Nice Messina. Soak it all in. Nice is one of the most beautiful cities in the world.
No, I don't really want to do a rally necessarily. Baka. I'll do my Diablo. I like my Diablo more. The Countach looks good, but the Diablo's faster. Anyways, I gotta remember what I was talking about. So we'd switch off, and then we got kind of burnt out, so we'd go like... We went and made pizza, and then like around 1 a.m. we went and got more food, because Ian's family is a very late... They are night owls. They will be up very late. Something I wasn't really used to. My parents are like bed by 9:30, maybe 10. I'd stay up later, but I'd have to be super quiet no matter what I was doing.
In 400 yards.
So that was kind of fun. We got like ice cream at, you know, late, and we did all that kind of stuff. And then we woke up in the morning around like 10 or 11 a.m., of course. And we made waffles. I do remember that because Ian whipped out the waffle maker, and they had pure maple syrup, and I love pure maple syrup. Pure maple syrup's the only way to go. There's no need for that crap Aunt Jemima's. Aunt Jemima sucks. So that's just my opinion. I think it's a fact as well, but of course I think facts are my opinion. Or I should say my opinions are. Nonetheless, we woke up. We, sorry, I should say me, Kyle, Spencer, Ian. Spencer came over somewhat. I got my story kind of mixed up. Spencer came over somewhat after school ended. School ends at like 2 for us. I think he came over probably around 4. And we played basketball outside for a while. Then we went inside and played MW3 because it was a pretty good day. It was November. It was kind of cold, but it was a good day. We'd go out and play basketball in Ian's driveway. Ian, I miss your driveway. I don't know what your driveway's like in Florida, but I do miss your driveway here in Redmond, or I guess Woodinville technically. But anyways, once we got burnt out of Call of Duty, thanks for stopping randomly. We would go outside into the basketball, and then we'd go and eat food, and then we'd... I think that was it. Maybe watch Who's Line, or watch, like... Toby Turner was getting really big there. I think he had, like, 700,000 subscribers when we started watching his videos, and when I first subscribed to him. And I think he's got, like, a couple million now on the channel that I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure he has, like... I'm missing this.
Recalculating.
It'll all work out.
In 400 yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn left.
Okay, stop.
Turn left.
So anyway, I focus on driving for like a couple seconds, and then I totally forget where I was just at. I'm staying pretty well on topic though. The only I transitioned onto Ian's siblings for a second. That was kind of weird. I don't even know why I talked about that.
Retro Supercar Championship. Choose an event.
So we'd play basketball, and then we'd watch videos or Toby Turner, who was Cute and Fail. He had like 4 episodes up at the time. That was one of our favorite things. And then by the time me and Ian left off to college, we were watching like episode 40 or something. Oh, now it starts to rain in game. They must know where I live because it's always raining in this game.
Turn left.
They must be like, oh, he lives in Seattle. Let's just make it always rain because that's all he knows about. See, that's a bad example of me getting sidetracked. I could have avoided that easily. But too late. So anyways, I'm at 20 minutes and I need to start spitting out the truth. Anyways, Thursday we played, Friday we played, Friday evening for dinner. Me and Ian, and I think Spencer was texting someone like in the corner, probably Rachel. Frickin' Spencer texting Rachel. I hated Rachel. Rachel destroyed Spencer in my opinion. Spencer was so nice and he was so funny, and he's still funny, but he's different after he dated Rachel. I just don't like it. Anyways, that's totally unimportant. Spencer, if you ever wind up watching this video, I love you too, man. You're not like a brother to me. You're like my wife. If you remember that. I don't know if you remember that, Spencer. If you remember that, major props, man. Actually, Ian's sister used to be my wife, too. Sorry, Ian, if you're just finding out about this. She brought me a sandwich, and then I started calling her wifey. And for some reason, she went along with it. If I were a woman, I'd, like, stand up and be like, no, that's racist. Sexist. One of the two. It's always one of the two people are complaining about. Dang. I'm sidetracked. So we made meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs. Me and Ian did, and then Kyle was doing something else. He may have been helping us. I don't trust Kyle in the kitchen all that much. He makes mean pancakes. I'll give him that. But anyways, we were making meatballs and we stuffed them. We did like veal sausage and ground beef, and then we stuffed them with mozzarella, and then I think so. I think we did spaghetti and meatballs. And that was really cool. Ian's mom, I mean, it's just, she's so good at cooking. My mom's good at cooking too, but she has like 10 recipes, and she, you know, cycles them through the couple weeks. Leftovers all the time. I have nothing against that. I like my mom's cooking, and I like the food that she makes. You know, she makes tons of food, but most of the time when she feeds it to us, we all like, this isn't as good as this. So then she's like, well, I'm not going to make it then. So my mom made a macaroni casserole one time, like macaroni and cheese casserole with like onions, maybe like green onions, shallots, I don't know, little bite-sized onions, and then she put like, it's basically like macaroni and cheese, but it had like a couple of vegetables in it to give it flavor, and then it had a seasoning. Getting sidetracked, nonetheless, I didn't like it as much as Kraft macaroni and cheese. You can't beat Kraft macaroni and cheese. Maybe, I think there was Swiss cheese in the one that my mom made, and that's just kind of tangy. It's tangy. It's not bad. I hate it when it's not in macaroni. Like if you put Swiss cheese on my sandwich and I can taste it raw, I'm throwing up right then and there. Just because I can't handle it. It's too strong. So anyways, Ian's mom is the best. I wouldn't say she's better than my mom, but close second place. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about Ian's mom. It's super awkward. Ian, if you're watching this, you'll have to understand. I'm under a lot of stress, man. I leave in 2 days. Okay? 2 days. That's all I've got. And for some reason, I'm wasting my time playing this game. But actually, I want to do this. I set aside, you know, time for studying. Don't worry. That guy just backed the nut. Ian, stop backing the nuts off me, man. You were right behind me, and all of a sudden you slammed on your brakes. What's another good adventure? Maybe not even that we all had. Let me think of a me and Kyle adventure, because I think I've done a couple of me and Ian. You know, it's weird because I don't think Kyle and Ian ever did anything. If me and Ian were hanging out, Kyle would come. And if me and Kyle were hanging out, Ian wouldn't usually come because I didn't want to invite him because I felt like I didn't get enough time with Kyle. Well, actually, that's not technically true because me and Ian hung out a lot. And then me and Kyle hung out quite a bit. And then me and Ian and Kyle, we hung out some. But in general, I hung out with... Who did I hang out with more? I'd say Kyle. I hung out with Kyle more, and then the senior year, senior summer, I like stopped hanging out with Kyle. Poor decision. Poor life decision. Keep that drifting line, baby. There we go. There we go! Hooray! Hooray. What the heck does that mean? All right? I think that's what I was going for, but definitely did not say all right. Everyone heard me say hooray. The stupid phone booths, man. They're killing me. Killing me, Smalls. What is a me and Kyle adventure? Oh, one time, Kyle's parents were in the Caribbean or the... I'm trying to think of one of those. Dominican Republic, I want to say. They were off on a vacation, and my parents were...
Really starting to make a name for yourself.
I don't remember where they went. They went somewhere for the weekend. Excuse me. So they left me and Kyle home alone at Kyle's house. And we just lounged around all day. It was so nice. I mean, I think I may have gained weight. I bet I did. But it was fun just to not do anything. If we wanted food, you know, my parents gave me money to buy, like, to go out and eat. Kyle's parents bought him, like, extra food that, I mean, they bought, like, pot stickers and, like, a couple of extra bags of Oreo, trays of Oreos. I love Oreos. Oreos are just too addicting. Me and Ian have got some good Oreo stories. Just eating them. I could tell you a story about me and eating Oreos. Ian, crap. Ian, if you ever watch this, can I first say, I've never apologized this to you, like emailing you. I ate more than my fair share of Oreos, and I have learned my lesson. I have gained my weight from doing that, and I will never do that again. Are you kidding me? That is so easy to add on pounds just by eating Oreos. It's like eating lead that goes straight to your thighs. But literally, I mean, Oreos is like, every Oreo you eat is 3 times its weight in body fat. That's how it is. I don't know what it is about it, but dang, Ian. Dang, I'm so sorry, Ian. I'm apologizing to my TV, basically, or the microphone, but the microphone's to my left. Nonetheless, I'm not apologizing to Ian. I'm just apologizing to the future Ian, the Ian who will watch this eventually. Kyle, do I have anything to say to you? I don't know. I was just a douche to you, man. That last... Don't hit the phone booth. Thank you. That senior summer. Nice work, Cody Simmons. I was just not very nice to you. I like never responded to your texts. Here's the thing though, I hate texting. This is my opinion. I hate texting. It is a way for people to hide behind their phones and I don't know. There's nothing real about texting. It's just you're talking with fake people about subjects that they probably couldn't give a crap about. I'm all about phone calls. You pick up a phone with someone and someone else is on the line, you're having a conversation. You're texting someone, that's digital. That's not real. That's online virtuoso. So I hated texting. You know, Kyle, if you would have called me, we could have had a grand old time. Little, hey bud, pass the weed. Just kidding, definitely not that. Yeah, trading paint, that's good. I got something lodged in like the back of my throat, and it's like coming up my nose because I don't have tonsils. Fun fact about me. Kind of went down there. Kyle, go to school. I already kind of said you need to work on your English. You do. I mean, you've been speaking Spanish for so long. It must get a little bit confusing. But reading your emails, nuts, man. You have so many spelling errors, man. And I understand. Like, there's 2 things. Number one, you probably don't have a lot of time. It's a waste of time to go back and correct emails, especially when people get the gist of it. Kyle, you probably don't know what gist means. People get the majority of what you're saying. Kyle, you probably don't know what majority means. People get what you're trying to say, whether or not it makes sense, or whether or not it's spelled correctly. Just kidding, Kyle. I'm sure you knew both those words. What are you doing, bud? So anyways, Kyle, the first point was people get the gist, and the second point is you probably don't have a spell check. And then the third one is a waste of time. But the gist and the waste of time. That's about it, really. Okay, thank you guys for watching. This will be fun to edit, and I think this will be entertaining for you guys to watch. even if you don't know who I'm talking about, I think